everybody, and welcome once again to my channel. If you just so happen to be stopping by for the very first time, thank you so much for being here. My name is Donella and this is my world of makeup here on YouTube. And hopefully if you like what you see during this video, that you just go ahead and click the subscribe button on your way out. This video, as you guys can guess from the thumbnail, I created something a little bit different. I focused mostly on using a liner to basically smoke out this look. To be quite honest, I really wanted to do something different. I know there's so many versions of smoky eye and I really wanted to do something a bit out of the box, so I decided to create this. So if you are interested in seeing how I created the end results of what I created, then please stay tuned. Okay, so I am going to prep my skin with my with my beauty elixir from Cardinal. My skin nice and prepped with that. Ooh, yes, it's very nice eucalyptus-y. Is that a word, eucalyptus-y? As of late, what I've been doing is applying my primer and allowing it to do whatever it needs to do, and then I go in and do my eyebrows. This video, I think I'm going to be going in with my Fenty matte. This is the matte one, right? True Matte Pro Filter primer, and that's about 3 pumps. So let me get that on my face and just allow it to do what it needs to do. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys part of my eyebrow routine. Like, it's basically the same thing. I'm going to be using this pencil right here this is one of those pencils that I bought from Lucky's Cosmetics. I'm showing you guys this because some persons really think that it's the product that you use, which is why you don't get such good results like I do. And I think in some cases, like in some drugstore brand, you can say that, but this pencil looks like it's good quality. Like, you know what, let me just get the plastic off us, man, to cover this whole thing with plastic. I just like those brands that just cover this area right here, but I guess they wanted to protect everything. So now my eyebrow here naturally goes like straight, so what I would have to do is I normally take my pencil. Let me just rub it on my hand real quick, because when these pencils new, it'll be kind of hard. Let me just kind of warm it up on the back of my hand like that. And I love the shade of this. It's a nice dark brown, right? Yeah, dark brownish brown shade. So what I'm going to do now is that this is what I normally do, because my eyebrow, like, I try to cut it so that I have a bit of an arch, but my eyebrow here naturally grows back straight, and I really hate it. I wish I had a really sleek arch. So this is what I normally do. I normally just go up just a little bit right here, and then I bring it down just like that, just so I can give myself the perfect, if not perfect, I should say, or near perfect, I should say, lift. A really nice arch. This pencil actually is giving me some those brow pomades. It's giving me that type of vibe right now. You guys know I hate brow pomades because I have oily skin. And today's kind of hot. You see, I'm already sweating. Oh god, let's wipe away some of that sweat. And then this is actually what I normally just do. Like, it's really not anything out of the box. Yeah, this is definitely giving me some brow pomade type of vibe. You see how light it's coming out on the top? Yeah. But that's basically how I give myself an arch. I just create my own, basically. I just create my own, and then probably this is what I do to make sure that both my brows are on the same angle. Some persons usually draw a line. I don't do that. I just look at it like that. I'm just showing you. I'm doing it like this so you guys could actually see. So I'm actually going to draw like a little light line so you could actually see that you're on the same angle, because one of my eyebrows is actually higher than the other naturally. And that's basically it. Let me just rub out this line. Okay, so now that I've actually added the concealer and I've basically tried to sculpt it out, I feel like it's looking a whole lot better, because I really thought it was a little bit too light. But as I gradually added see over here is looking like kind of light and stuff, but when I added the concealer, it just started coming alive. Let's drag this downwards. Yeah, it's definitely coming alive now. So the pencil isn't that bad. It really isn't. I still feel like I need to apply a bit of the Maybelline powder though. Now that that's over, let's go in with a foundation. I'm going to be using my Fenty Hydrating foundation for this look. I'm gonna give myself about 3 pumps. Then just going to go ahead and apply this all over my face and blend that baby out. Going in next with my Too Faced multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Spice Rum. I'm just going to add a bit right underneath here to cover up my dark circles. We're gonna allow this to dry down for like a minute or two, actually just 1 minute, so just count backwards from 60, and then I'm just going to go ahead and blend it all out. Okay, and I'm going in once again with the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer Matte Finish. What shade is this? Deep Chestnut. Yeah, I used this in my last tutorial and it caught me because I didn't expect it to dry down that quickly, but not in this tutorial. I remember you, honey. We are going to blend you out as soon as I'm done with this. Man, we are blending out right away. Next, I'm going to go into my Black Opal foundation stick in the shade Ebony Brown. I'm going to be using that as my, ooh, what is this? I'm going to be using that as my cream contour for this look. All right. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be using my Pat McGrath Labs Sublime, what is this called? Skin Fetish Sublime Setting Powder. We will need some shorter names, honestly. And this is in the shade Medium Deep number 4. This is my first time trying this. See, hasn't been open yet. So I'm curious as to how, oh, wow. I actually think I can't use this. I was actually going to use this as a transitioning shade, but this is more looking like I need to set my face with this. So, man, you know what? Let me go get my Fenty. Yeah, let me go get my Fenty. I was not expecting that, honestly. So let me go get my Fenty to set my my highlight. Sorry, let me get my Fenty to set my highlight. I really was about to set my face with that, but that is just really rich. It really is rich. Let me pat this on. That powder is really rich. Anyway, I'm going to go in with my Prime Beauty bronzer in the shade Bronzeville and just basically set that cream contour. Oh, wow. I'm going to use the same sponge that I used to set my transitioning color. I'm just going to use the bottom of it. I'm just going to gently press. Oh, this is so rich. This is a really rich. Yeah, this is gonna have to use to set the rest of my face. This is way too rich to use as a transitioning color. Oh, wow. I actually love the way how it just melted into my skin. Oh, that is good, girl. That's some good stuff. Let me get some more. Okay. Listen, the way how this powder just literally melted into my skin, it really doesn't look that dark looking. Just look at the container right now. It really doesn't look that dark. And then when I open it, you see all this deep, rich brown, like what? But I'm glad, you know, I could just use this as my all over setting powder. All right, so let's move on to the eyes. I feel like I'm just here doing way too much and not focusing on the by adding a bit more of the shade Spice Rum to my lids. I did add a little bit while I was doing my highlight, but I don't think I added enough. So let me go in with my small ColourPop sponge and just blend it. Set the concealer on my eye using this MAC Studio Finish Press Powder. I'm just going to just add it like this. Basically just press it on my eyes. Just gonna go in and do that. Let me just use a mirror from this since we have a nice cute mirror right here. But next I'm going to go into my MAC Black Paint Pot and basically just line my eyes and just I don't know if I could talk through this, but I think I can. Let me just start by lining the eye first. Okay, I'm back. I completed this eye off camera. Oh yes. So let me just run through real quick what I did here. First, I'm going to go in with my MAC gel liner in the shade black, of course, and I'm actually going to line from here to here, stop in the middle, and then go from here to here. Actually, I think I went over too far. I think I can fix that. To here, and then I just went up, and then we went in. Oh, I need some more. And then I went in, like right here. It's not supposed to be completely perfect, just like that. And then I basically did the same thing on the other side. Just went in like halfway, and then I did like draw kind of like an inside line. I can't see now. Let me look down. That might be better. I draw like a little not so perfect line, just like this, because I really wanted to use the excess to fill that in. Fill it in. So I basically just went in with a bit more of the black and just filled in that gap right there. Just like that, just like that. It doesn't have to be completely perfect because we're not creating a cut piece or anything like that, but I did try to make this line to the top as straight as possible. Not really all the way straight, but you know what I mean. Did go up a little bit more with this. Did I? Wait, let me just make sure both of them on the same angle. I don't want to have one look higher than the other one. And to set everything in place, because you know we don't want the liner moving all over the place, I went in with my Melt Cosmetic stack. This one, the shade black is it's called a darker matte stack, and the shade black is actually called darker matte. So I just went in with that and just basically used that to set the gel liner. Just fill up this gap real quick. I went in using this gold shade from this Artist Couture Supreme Nude palette that I have in my hand. It was the perfect shade of gold I was looking for. I just dipped my finger in it and just basically pressed a bit of opulence right here in the middle. I did actually, you know, go in a couple of times to make sure that the gold and the black blended together perfectly. So I'm just going to dab it in real quick with my hand, and then I'm just going to use I think it was this brush, this brush, to basically blend everything together. Ooh, I think I went over too far just now. Wait, let me see if I can fix that real quick. Okay, I think I got it. So I'm just going to just be going back and forth with the gold and black just until I have the, you know, the intensity that I want. And now I feel like I have way too much opulence over on this eye compared to this eye, so I think I need to put a little bit more of opulence over here, and then we're gonna start blending again. Go in and do a drop shadow using a bit of the black gel pot first. I did go down here and create like a line just like this, like right below the waterline, and then I went over here and created another. Yeah, I just want to keep that balance with everything that I did. Oh, this eye was, listen, let me tell y'all something, right? While I was off camera, this eye was watering so much, and you can actually see a bit more of the water falling down there. So I'm glad I actually did this eye off camera, because Jesus, the madness that's going on, it's not so bad as how it was while I was off camera. Trust me, it was watering a lot. Yeah guys, I have really sensitive eyes, and I poked myself in the eye with something while I was trying to do this. So yeah, what I did is that I lined the small section of my waterline that I left naked right here with a white pencil, so let me just do that real quick. Just add some mascara and pop the lashes on, and then I'm just going to add the bit of gold that I have here. I know you guys probably can't see it because I water. So, honestly, I don't think that these lashes are fluttery enough for me, especially since I'm wearing this much black eyeshadow. So I'm going to take a second pair of lash. I know some persons will probably do this off camera, but I'm going to take when I say off camera, I mean like stick the lashes together to make it a little bit more fluffier. But I don't feel like taking off this lash, so I'm just going to stick it right above the other one right here. Ooh. And pray to God that I get enough flutter. Yes, that's what I'm looking for, more intensity. So I'm back, and this is the completed look. Listen, my eye was watering so much just now, and I'm hoping it doesn't look crazy on camera. I'm really trying to finish this closing before it starts watering again. So if I'm kind of rushing through this, it's really because I really don't want my eyes to start watering on camera. So I apologize if I seem a bit rushed. So yeah, if you guys happen to have enjoyed this tutorial, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up on your way out, and I'll talk to you guys real soon on my next Smokey tutorial. Bye bye.